Yes, my name is Manna Begum. I am completed my master's degree from MC College recently, and now I am preparing for my further education in the UK. And I am from Sylhet, and that's all.
Okay. So, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I do lots of activities such as I listen music, watch movies, and sometimes I plan to go for a small gathering or picnic.
Mm-hmm. And what is your future plan?
In future, I want to be a great businessman. Now, I want to go abroad to my further education. After completing, I want to back in my country, and I want to contribute in my family business.
Okay, thank you very much for answering this question. So, there is no marks in part one. That's why I am not asking so much questions. So, let's move on to the next part.
Okay.
So, in this part, I already gave you a presentation topic, and I hope you have prepared your presentation, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you think you're ready, you can begin
Yes.
your presentation now.
May I use this?
Yes, of course, you can use some notes during your presentation.
In my presentation, I am going to discuss about 1 hour exercise every day. There are enormous merits and demerits behind this phenomenon. I will discuss both sides of this trend along with possible example, and as well as I will try to give a reasoned conclusion. To begin with, however, it's a controversial topic in this modern era. A significant number of inhabitants tend to take this issue as rosy because they think that it has various advantages. First, mentioning point would be that stay healthy. If we do regular exercise like running, playing, or dancing, we can keep our body healthy, and we can keep our heart healthy, and we can make our muscle stronger and reduce our body weight. And for example, my brother is a student and he always do physical exercise 1 hour every day. For this reason, he is very healthy and a strong man. And I think it's a big deal for those people who want to stay active in his life. Another prominent point is that less stress. When people do the everyday exercise, they can reduce their stress because nowadays people are live in a busy life. For this reason, they don't get relax their body. They don't make their body or mind relax. After that, they feel exhausted. If they do physical exercise regularly, their body will release happy hormone. For this reason, they can get stress free or anxiety free life. Uh, on the other hand, in recent decades, a vast number of individuals think that it has plethora of disadvantages. Sustainable point could be that um, reduce time. When people already, students already have lots of subject to study. If they add or other subject to study or do exercise, for this reason they need some much time to do this, and their study time going to be longer. For this reason, they will feel anxiety, or they will feel um, stress, or they will feel weakness through this, because after a long time they feel starving also. For this reason, I think they are going to be weak. um, Another point is that more resource. When people want to do physical exercise in an institute. They need some resource and some equipment also. And we know that our country institution don't have this much. For this reason, some students are don't interested on this, and I think. They also don't have any trained teacher, or they need more research. For this reason, some students are get not excited to do this. In conclusion, sorry, for example, I am a student, and I always try to do exercise, but I am confused what kind of exercise I do. For this reason, I think it's not interested for me, because I don't have any trained teacher and resourceful equipment. So I am getting less interest in this. In conclusion, although it is a dilemma to evaluate the pros and cons of this topic separately, we cannot eclipse of benefit, because it has because it's need some improvement. Like, people should make their time to do this, and people should do exercise when they can get time for this. That's all what I can share with you. Thank you for your time and attention.
Okay, so thank you very much for your presentation. Now is the time for feedback. So at the beginning of your presentation, you used a template, and I can clearly understand. So that is impactful. Okay, so most importantly, you forgot the topic, main topic. The topic was pros and cons of adding exercise at school, which means whatever you are going to say about the student at school, not the college or somewhere else. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, so you forgot the topic. So the topic should be implemented on the students who are studying at school.
School. Okay.
School. Okay, so most probably they are under 18 or 16.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's the fact. You forgot the main topic. Okay, so so think about it. People like us, we should exercise more, because we are getting older day by day, and our immune system is not improving. That's why we need to take the exercise part. On the other hand, the students who are under 18 or under 16,
Yes.
they don't have to take the exercise part, because they are already strong.
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
Adding exercise part in their daily life, there will be some disadvantages and also some advantages. Okay, so that's the
Yes.
part. Okay, so thank you very much for your presentation. We are going to move on to the next section. Okay. So in this section, I will ask you some question about your writing. So first thing first, can you remind me what was your writing topic?
Yes, my writing topic was the pros and cons of school trips for children.
So can you tell me again, please?
The pros and cons of school trips for children.
School trip, right?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so first thing first, can you summarize your writing?
Yes, in my writing, I discussed school trips offer valuable hands-on learning, making subjects like history and agriculture more engaging, and it also enhance learning educational value, and it also enhance knowledge retention and provide real world experience. However, however, it has much challenges like high cost, safety concern, and academic disruptions.
Good. So, at the beginning of your summary, you said it will give you history and agricultural knowledge. So, how important for children to learn those things?
Sorry.
So, at the
Um,
beginning of your summary, you said it will improve the knowledge of their history and culture. Okay.
yes.
And also agriculture. So, how important for children to learn those things?
From my perspective, if they learn agriculture, if they learn this, they can get knowledge about their culture and their history properly in a memorable way. And I think it's very important because they know about, they can know it properly, and they can know their tradition and culture, and they can know how they are, if they know about agriculture, they can know how their food come from where and how.
Okay. And okay, so you also mentioned some disadvantages. I got it. So, what is your opinion about this? It is a good idea?
Yes, of course, because it has lots of disadvantages also, and we face this because we face lots of skill trips, and that time I and everybody face those kinds of problem, like cost problem, safety problem, and sometimes we disrupted from our studies, so it's important.
Okay, then. Okay, so the topic is quite easy. And okay, so what are the practical experience? What are the practical learning experience you will gain during your school trip? Just remember the. Uh, have you ever experienced any kind of school trip in your life? In your
Yes, of course. Because whenever we visit any museum or visit any agricultural place, that time we can get knowledge properly in a memorable way. We can know properly our where we go, that culture, that environment, and their their source, and what what it's meant. We can say we can get knowledge properly from this because practically we know this. So it's going to be worth it for those people who want to get knowledge practically.
Okay, so let me ask you some question about the words that you have used in your writing, and
Okay.
uh, I want you to give the synonyms or make it sentence from this word. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so in the paragraph third, you said parents
Reluctant.
reluctant. Yes, parents reluctant to support this tip. So, what do you mean by reluctant?
When we unwilling to do something, like not wanting to do something, we use reluctant. It means hesitant. Synonym will be hesitant.
Okay. And get distracted. What do you mean by this? Get distracted.
Distracted means um, means uh, distracted means they will reluctant from their studies. I think
It's a distracted. I
Distract-
Yes. What do you mean by distracted?
distracted means they don't able to do something. They ignore their study or they are doing work what they want to
It's a
do.
called disturbance.
Disturbed. Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. Okay, so in the part 3, there is not a special something because the writing was easy. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can elaborate the idea in your own ways because one day you are a student and you have experienced a trip. Okay, you can use those idea to elaborate and deliver uh, the speech, okay, whatever your examiner will ask you. Okay, so there is nothing so much special about it, but I believe it will be helpful for you to uh, gain the gain the idea from real experience in your life because one day you are a student. Do you understand me?
Yes. Yes.
So it will be very natural and also it will be helpful to uh, give the idea to your teacher and examiner so that they will understand you properly. Okay, let's move on to the next section. So in this section I will show you a picture. Okay, so here is your picture. Okay,
Yes. Um. First of all, I would say that this is a captivating photograph. In this photograph, I can see in the foreground, I can see three cars is moving because I think maybe it's a roundabout because I think they are moving in a three direction and. I can see on the left side, I can see a yellow car who is move right pathway, and on the right side, I can see also a yellow car who want to move follow follow previous car, and then I can see in the background, I can see lots of hills, and I think it's a gas pump. And that's all.
okay, so thank you very much for describing this picture. Okay, so don't you think it's a parking area? I have seen some lines, yellow lines, which represent that you should park the car here, something like that. Do you understand?
Yes, but I don't have enough knowledge from for this because I am a lady, so I don't
Okay, so
understand this.
let's talk about a traffic jam. Okay, so as you can see,
Yeah,
there are three cars. So obviously, we can talk about the traffic jam. So have you ever experienced a traffic jam in your city? It was boring.
of course. We live in a bustling city, so every day we face lots of traffic jam. For example, last night I go to visit my city and want to take some food from takeaway. So I faced a traffic jam, and it was too longer and about 1 hour. So I faced this much time.
Okay, so what was your feeling? So during the time that you had experiencing a traffic jam that was quite boring. Okay, so what was your first thinking? So what should we do to solve this problem?
Um, from my perspective, people should obey their rule, and our government should make a proper rule for follow this. And if people break down this rule, our government should keep them in a rule or regulation, and I think it's going to be worth it.
Okay, so thank you very much for answering this question. So now we have completed your initial mock test. Okay, so now is the time for feedback. So in your overall speaking, I just remember the idea that where you are sharing and using template on your presentation, so that was quite rememberable. So I will suggest you where not to use a template, because the words that you are using during your presentation was very remarkable. And I am not a big teacher, and whatever I am saying, I'm not an IELTS teacher or YDC teacher, but just uh, I got you. Okay, so try to use a simple and natural
I got it.
ways. Yes.
But I think I'm comfortable with this because I'm used it more time. So
Okay. I
it's
understand that. I understand what the way you are saying is like is coming out from your mouth very easily and smoothlessly. So I know you are confident and also fluent with it. The fact is, last intake is maybe uh, on October 2024. We have experienced the same thing. Okay, so there was an accident. There are four students. We made a template for students there who do not understand, who don't make sentences, and we made a template. So that time, the students who use template, they all failed because they noticed that they are recalling the memorized sentences to
yes.
feel the idea. So that was an experience, so that's why I am sharing with you. And as well as I can remember and I know that you are a good student. Okay, and let's think about the part 3 and part 4. The way you are answering the question, it represents that you are a fluent speaker. Okay, but
Yes.
the presentation, at the beginning of your presentation, it's like you memorized something that you want to use, and you are using that whatever the topic is, but your an intention to use these sentence or words in your presentation, whatever the topic is. So that I can, so it's your choice, and I believe it will not be impactful, because in the third and fourth section you were answering the question very fluently. So I best of luck with your future, and I hope you're ready. So whenever you want to book the speaking test, you can just ask me. Okay, thank you very much for
Yeah.
your time. Okay, hook up
I I, I want it in 20 February.
20 February. Okay,
Uh,
so
yes.